Andres,
Hey, what's up?
there are 2 days a year that people look forward to, 2 annual events people thirst for every single year.
Of course, the arrival of the first monarch butterfly that lands perfectly in your hand.
There's no cleaner signal for me to go get all my pesticides and just get close to that gardening duty that I love. Oh, the monarch butterfly. That and the Sweetwater accessories video of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Every year, we give you our top 10 favorite Sweetwater accessories for the gigging musician. Perfect for a gift, because it's like, what do you want to buy, a $2,000 guitar for like your nephew?
Yeah, come on. Get out of here. Nah.
But you also don't want to get him like the cheapest capo or set of strings. These are 10 great gift accessory ideas.
Hand-picked and hand-selected.
That's right. Awesome. So, battle-tested gigging musicians that have used a ton of accessories. We've gone through so much stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you want to start? Do you want to give us the first one?
This stand I just got.
This one right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is a guitar stand. It's called a butterfly,
This is
isn't
the
it?
xVive butterfly.
Oh, look at that,
Yes.
butterfly.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah, I've got a couple of these actually. Yeah. Turn them onto the stuff.
Look at this.
So it's got magnets on it to break down.
That's what I was gonna say. Anything with magnets I love. And look at this. Look at the way it clicks. Watch.
Satisfying. Very satisfying. And then you switch it back right there.
You go like this, and you have a steady stand that's metal, that won't break, that won't let you down.
Ah.
You put your guitar here and forget about it.
So this is twofold why I recommend this one, right? One of it is the quality and the placement of where the rubber pads are on this. I've had kind of like little bracket stands like this before, and different guitars will fit in them different ways, right? So like I've had an acoustic one and like the cheaper ones, and then the arms kind of scratch up the back. The nice thing about this is it has this dip in it, so you can fit an acoustic guitar in this one or an electric guitar in this spot.
Correct. Or a bass guitar.
So for a gigging musician like you, it's great because it breaks down super small.
Yeah,
very
that's all you want.
Quick and small like that.
And also a deal breaker comes with a carrying case.
Carrying case.
That's my thing.
I was like, a stand doesn't need to come with a carrying case, and then you had a passionate defense for that. Yeah.
Yeah, my things last way longer because I carry everything with a carrying case. Before, everything would break. Now, I carry all my items in carrying cases, including speakers and stands and accessories. And now my things don't break. They stay good for a long time because after the gig, you throw everything in the car and you don't have to worry about damage.
Good to go. So that's the first one. I love it. I want to shout out, this is going to be a 2-for-1. Okay? You want to grab me the Hercules stuff right here?
Yeah.
All right, so Hercules stand clamps. This thing, I have used this thing more this year than probably anything else, right? I've been traveling a lot this last year. It's kind of tough to bring tripods with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Right? Tripods are super important. Whether you're doing audio or video, pretty much every creator now has to do some kind of video component. This thing is amazing. It can clamp to a stand ideally with this. But I've clamped this to like dressers in hotel rooms. I've clamped this to like trees outside and stuff like that. And then it's got so this basically opens up and you can just put your phone in there. And again, it's like a rubberized holder that doesn't damage stuff. So in fact, look at this, just like that.
You're gonna demo it, might as well.
Look at that, right? And then you can kind of like it, super handy.
Yeah.
Okay. I've put GoPros in this, even though it's not made for it. If it's a GoPro, I've put my Sony ZV-1 in this, and that was a little precarious. Would not recommend that, but I have done it. And they make a bigger one for iPads specifically.
I have this, and I just got it recently. It's funny.
You just bought this, right?
Yeah, it's funny that you showed me this earlier because I went through so many iPad stands. I use an iPad mini at my gig to read the lyrics. And I went through so many, they would break. The plastic is cheap, and it would break. And then I got this one, and it's just steady. You know? You set it up, and whatever you position this other clamps, that's where they stay. They don't move.
It's amazing. So shout out to the Hercules stuff. We're going to get to one more of those later. But yeah, This one specifically for everybody, I feel like everybody could use this. I throw this in my backpack in my carry-on for flights. And again, it just saves me having to bring a tripod.
It's just the build too. Like it's just well built.
So good.
That's why I like it.
So good. You might be like, oh, well, I see cheaper ones on Amazon like this.
Yeah.
It's worth it to pay up.
Yeah, it depends. You want to buy one or you want to buy 10?
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Depends on how much you love your loved ones, right?
Correct.
Get the cheap one. That's fine. Listen, there's a lot of cheap stuff I buy.
You want to go?
Let's do Let's go shaker. All right. Everybody needs a shaker. Maybe do give me a little. Woo! Oh! That's a pro. The mark of a pro right there. People think the shakers are all built the same. No. I have been through a lot of shakers. I have personally settled on the red Meinl Shaker, this one right here. We're going to link you to 3 different shakers because I feel like we may be the most experienced shaker duo on YouTube, Andres.
We are.
Do you want to tell us the difference between this and then the other 2 that you used?
This shaker has smaller grain, smaller size pebbles or whatever is inside.
You might think it's just the color of the shaker, right? No, it's not. It actually designates the type of shaker.
It sounds different.
Yes. I like that one because I just use it in the studio. I don't gig with a shaker.
Exactly.
I just have it for recording.
And for sound, I prefer this one as well. Mm-hmm. But for live performances where there's a crowd and it's loud, I prefer the black one because it's louder. It's not as soft as this. So that's why I love this one. Listen to this. Super soft.
Very soft, pleasing.
But
it hits a frequency for recordings that is the high end that really sticks out in a very controlled environment.
Yeah. So for a recording studio, you want to have this around. Mm-hmm. Now for me, I have the black one, which is also plastic, but it kept breaking for me because I'm not careful and I just throw in a bag. And after throwing it, also sometimes at my gigs, people would take it.
I've seen that,
right? And then they're like, oh, I want to play, and they'll take it, and with their buttery hands, they drop it.
Yeah.
And what happens? It breaks.
A little bit of context: this guy does hundreds of gigs per year, so it's not like, oh, the black shaker is not durable. It's just for like the amount of gigging that he does is kind of insane.
Exactly. I'm glad you clarified that because it is true. It is a good shaker. It's just that. It's plastic, and if you throw it, it will eventually break. So, I found a workaround this.
Okay.
I got the metal version of it.
Oh, there is a metal one.
And there's different brands, and you're going to link a few.
For sure, yeah. I'll link everything. I'll have an affiliate link for all of that.
But if you don't want to deal with breaking, get an aluminum. Get an aluminum.
Oh, an aluminum one. There you go.
Tongue twister.
Easy. All right, cool. And then, like you said, you just throw it in a bag, right? That's going to bring my next one. This guy. This was a gigging godsend. The D'Addario bag right here. Now,
that's cool.
Again, it might just look like a backpack. And again, you might be like, well, this is kind of pricey for like a backpack. That was my initial impression when I first, I think it was maybe 3 years ago when this first came out and I was gigging with it. But this is so nice because it is built specifically for musicians. All right? What I mean by that is the bottom pocket here has dividers.
Look at that cable organization.
So you can like put cables right in here.
That's cool.
And cable organization is extremely difficult when you don't have this, right? If you're just putting everything in a backpack, everything is going to get tangled together.
Yeah, exactly.
Much like the condition of the cables Davidas borrowed from me. Davidas, thank you for ruining all my cables and just putting it into a giant mess when he was here last week. Appreciate that. He didn't know that I had this backpack in the closet. Probably should have told him, but whatever.
And you know what I found?
Yeah.
Every single time my cables tangle, it's only when I'm in a time crunch.
Of course, only.
That's only. That's the only time is when I'm running behind a few minutes.
Great call. Yeah, great. Same thing with these pockets. They have dividers built into them. Like for this, I've got like my wireless stuff. I've got like a wireless xVive thing. We're gonna talk about something like this later. The wireless stuff just sits there. It's great. I've got extra strings, capo, and then everything else is available from the top, right? So I've got like a giant extension cord in here right now. But this is where I would put my mixer and stuff in here. And I don't know. This backpack has been awesome.
Oh, wow. A bottle opener?
Even got a bottle opener, right?
Okay, sold.
There you go.
I wasn't going to buy it, right? But then I saw this.
Open bottles,
like,
right?
Okay. I'll take it.
High quality backpack, love that thing. I've at least 100 gigs with that thing, and
That's
cool.
cool.
And it still looks
That's
great.
cool.
I like the red.
Gotta get me one of those.
There we go.
I want to click on one of your links.
There you go. You know, speaking of those little wires, I think you got something.
Look at this.
Next here.
xVive 858. They sent me this, and it's a guitar wireless system. I tested it, and it works.
Yeah,
it works nicely.
It works great.
Good
I think
quality.
It's good just to have something small that you can just kind of throw in a bag or like a laptop case or whatever. The nice thing about this is it comes in like a little case, a little hard shell case.
Right? I like that a lot.
Again, we were talking about cases and stuff. This is a much better, because I've used the xVive stuff for a while now, and this is like a pretty significant upgrade, I think, from their old wireless stuff.
Yeah, I had it too, that one. And I like the design is way better. It's way better design. And it folds.
Yep, it's cool.
It lasts a while.
Definitely more durable than the other ones, than the V1s.
It lasts way longer.
For sure. Yeah, I used to gig with the V1s, and I went through a couple sets of those, and these ones are just like much nicer.
It's nice. It's nice to have wherever you go. Instead of carrying a cable or you want to film a video, you just connect this to your recording device, and you go farther away, and you have the pristine quality from your Martin guitar, Sean Daniel Martin guitar.
And I think people also think that these are just for guitars.
Exactly.
There's a lot of other uses you could do with these. I know, like with a Bose monitor, that's an interesting one.
I'm using it to extend my sound to a different room. So I play inside at one of my gigs, or a couple of my gigs. I play in the inside area, and I have this in my mixer, and then it goes to my Bose speaker that is battery powered, and I can place outside by the marina. And the people outside are like, oh, wow, the musician inside. Yeah. Let's go say hi.
So you're essentially using it as a way to build your own satellite speaker system from a mixer,
speakers.
Right? So
and I've used it in weddings and all kinds of stuff.
For sure. And I think that's just a creative use of using a wireless transmitter thing. It's not just for guitars. It's built for guitar. That would be probably the number one reason you use those. But again, there's a lot of different things.
You can plug so many things that you can extend wirelessly.
You can do that. So. I want to talk about, can you hand me the little tuner there? So again, I said, get a tuner, get a capo, whatever. This is the Peterson StroboClip on tuner. So it's not just like other clip-on tuners. It has a good profile, so I think it looks...
Yeah, it is cool.
I prefer the look of this to the Snark. I also love the Snark stuff, for sure. This is a little more expensive than that, but the reason that it's more is you can do strobe tunings with this. Peterson is like a brand known for like doing setups and everything like that. It's just like it's a solid tuner. So if you want something that is a little more robust, a little more professional, I think that might be the tuner for you.
Oh wow!
Right?
Never seen it before.
Yeah, this is cool. It's
I like it.
Not a lot of people know that they even make this, but again, this is a pretty good one.
I
want to go handheld because I want you to demonstrate how this works. So let's stand up for this one. All right, Andrea, show me what we got here.
All right, we have here a Hercules mic stand, and let me show you.
You've gone through several mic stands in your career, right?
Many of them, and they all break. They all have their plastic components, or something just breaks, right?
Right.
This one I had for years and years, and it just doesn't break. I don't know why. I don't know how. The cool thing I like about this is that it folds nicely. Look at this. Big bolts here, so it won't break. Look at these bolts here.
Those are insane.
Yeah. So
industrial grade.
And look how quickly you set it up. You don't have to be twisting a little thing, opening each leg. You know how other stands. And then look, this here, and it's set up, right? Now the thing I like about this is that if you want to put it here and have a speaker right there to hear yourself as a singer, then. By the way, it doesn't come with a boom. Let me just take it off so you can see what I'm talking about. It comes like this. And as a singer, look, you're not that short, right? So,
Okay, the hand.
And
grip.
now,
Love that.
you have your microphone right here. And then you can bend it this way. Look at that.
There you go. So even though it's a straight stand,
it's a straight stand, but you can move it this way, and you can have your monitor in front of you, or your pedal board, and still do your show like this. Now, it doesn't come with a boom. I had to buy another Hercules boom stand that I eliminated the bottom part, and I just
Cool. Yeah. So you just kind of like combined two.
I
things
combined
for
two
for your
products
specific needs.
for my specific needs. So because I like to have this straight, and I like to have it on the side, and I like to have my microphone right here.
There we go.
It works well.
Love it. Hercules. Hercules gotten a lot of love. Again, this is not sponsored by Hercules, but these are just things that we use. And,
Yeah, and it's just you don't have to keep buying a stand. That's the thing about this.
All right, next one. This brings me to this is my vote for actually accessory of the year. I think these came out this year. I've done a lot of videos of this. This is the Gator Headliner Series guitar cable. Okay, so this is the angled to straight one. This is an incredible piece of gear because it is completely silent. So if you plug this into like a live guitar or something like that, it won't make that pop when you plug and unplug something that's plugged in.
That's insane.
Whatever. I don't even know how this works, but
yeah.
It's super silent. So you can have a live line and it won't make any noise until it's plugged in and you do it. Because even though, I like to think that I'm careful with this kind of thing, but there are always situations where like I don't realize I've not turned the amp off or
and then
whatever.
You disconnect. It's an expected thing of a musician to accidentally make a noise with a cable.
Yeah, you're done. And
it
it's
always
out,
happens.
And
so this is crazy.
Yeah,
nothing like a good reliable cable.
I love the headliner stuff. This is like for sure something that I will always have in my gig bag.
I'm gonna have to get one of those too.
Yeah, you definitely need one,
this
man,
is cool.
That thing is awesome.
How about this?
What do we got? The last one, right?
This is the last one.
All right.
And it's a K&M music stand.
Yeah, the nice thing about it, and this is also goes to something that you use live, is just a percussion tray.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of multifaceted. So if you don't want to get the Hercules thing, you can put your iPad. I've done that. I used to put my iPad on this before I got the actual iPad specific holder. You can also angle it straight. I've also just put like an actual laptop on this, like a MacBook Air on this to kind of help with like stuff while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Again, depending on what your system is, you can even put a small mixer on this. It kind of doubles as like a music stand, small table. And again, that's why I like this one specifically, just because there's nothing super fancy about it.
It is not too big, and it has a clamp.
Yeah.
For me, a clamp makes a difference. like.
For sure, because basically a lot of stuff that we've even demonstrated here is just really stuff that we've learned from playing live gigs.
Yeah.
The less stands, the better. So if you can have one good stand with a wide base like that one that you can add attachments to, that is really going to help you out a lot.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes a whole difference. I use this the stand. I attach things to it
For sure.
and it doesn't move. It doesn't go anywhere. And so anything you can attach to your existing mic stand, it's cool.
So much better. So again, these are the top 10. I think that was 10. If that's not 10, get my signature Martin guitar at Sweetwater. That'll be your 10th one. That's the ultimate accessory.
Can't wait to try it.
Because that just proves that you're a man or woman of great
can't wait to try
class
it.
and taste. Anyways, Andres, thank you so much for helping with the video, lending your expertise.
I'm always here to help.
Thank you to the good people at Sweetwater for providing a good amount of this gear, honestly. I have an affiliate link in the description. It really helps me out. Anything you get through the affiliate link, please, because Sweetwater is such a great partner for me. And, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any additions that you'd like to add. And then go show my man some love over on his channel.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
See you guys there.